Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Let's quickly take a look at the JASMY price. That actually the purpose of making this video is to report on the progress that we have made here on the JASMY price relative to what we have actually been talking about throughout the whole of last week. I think I made about 3 videos pertaining to exactly what I'm going to be talking about right now, but I think we're getting that bullish vibe again here for JASMY. My fingers are definitely crossed and I'm being cautiously optimistic right now as we are speaking. Let me go ahead and share with you exactly what I'm talking about. Before we start, I want to kindly ask you to help me support the video by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm in understanding that yes, this video is going to be very short because I want to get straight to the point, but it's something that is very much relevant. Thank you so much for that. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I do TA on JASMY and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Let me start here on the daily time frame, and we can see that of course, yes, we have held this moment here as a support throughout like the beginning of 2024. And we had broken that, obviously turning it into a resistance, got rejected once, but there is a lifeline here for JASMY, and that has to do with the 50 daily moving average, just as I've been mentioning time and again that okay, look, what has happened here with JASMY ever since we have turned bullish is that, you know, when we break above the 50 daily moving average, we have had like huge swings towards the upside. I'm sure that a lot of you regular viewers of the channel are getting tired of this story, but I think it's a story that needs to be told because actually it's a story that can lead us to bullishness here for JASMY. So you see also this moment here, you're breaking above the 50 daily moving average, and of course you're seeing the price pumping something like 120 something percent here. Then we also have what this moment here, and you're seeing the price pumping. This was actually massive because it was at 300 something percent, actually up to 400%. So that's great. And then obviously we've got another referral point here, and you also see a massive rally for JASMY right there. Then of course we have got this moment too. So ever since JASMY has bottomed out in 2023, we have actually had like very good moments when we have broken above the 50 daily moving average. Now, where am I getting with this? Again, we're presented with that same scenario. We are above the 50 daily moving average once again. And just as I've been talking about over the last few days, you know, that look, what we want to see here is JASMY hold that 50 daily moving average. Obviously, we are looking to backtest it. And I think, yeah, I can report that it's going quite well at this point. As you can see here, we have got a broken 50 daily moving average right there. We're coming back. Obviously, it's a massive backtest. If we want to go ahead and measure this, we can see that's, you know, 28%, 24% drop, whatever the case may be. But I think the good thing is that, I mean, maybe I have to zoom this nice and easy. You can see what's happening with the 50 daily moving average, right? We are closing candles above that 50 daily moving average, especially if we close today's candle somewhat close to weight is or even a little bit higher to 1.5 cents. That's perfect, right? So our support, lower support, the 50 daily moving average is at 1.33 right now, 1.34 cents thereabout, and it's looking safe. So that is actually giving me some bullish vibes here for JASMY because this is exactly the same conditions that we have needed in the past to go ahead and do something, you know, okay and decent here for JASMY. I mean, I'll take you a little bit back to here, the breakout in November. You see what happened here. You had low and you pumped back to that the 50 daily moving average, and of course you started pushing way higher right there. So yeah, because I'm not just talking about those things, I'm literally putting my money where my mouth is. I've actually communicated with my Patreon members and Discord members, our trading group, to say okay, we're going to be entering a long position here for JASMY. The details and you know, the strategy for that is already there in the chat, and if you want to be seeing that, of course, feel free to join the trading group via Patreon. The link is going to be somewhere there in the description. Of course, we have actually taken some huge trades in the last week. You can see here there's 300 and something percent. That's great. Of course, there is another one here which is 82%, the JASMY short, and now 427%. I think this is really good. I mean, we are massively outperforming the market, 192 something percent. Okay, I won't show you more. I also have to mention that it's not every single trade we win, but the truth of the matter is that, you know, we lose 20%, but then again we win 100 and something 30%, 400% is the other one that you saw. So at the end of the day, from a risk to reward standpoint, it's looking safe right there. So coming back here to JASMY, I'm already looking to enter a long position here because again, as I said, I don't want to be, you know, just talking about these things. I want to be literally putting my money where my mouth is, and I wasn't actually done here with showing you what it has been like in the past, backtesting that 50 daily moving average. But you know, sometimes it can be minor. As you can see here, you break out and then again you're kissing it once again. Of course, you're pushing towards the upside, or maybe in this moment where really there is no clear backtest, but you can see a clear backtest right here back in, I would say, January 2023 breakout backtest, and then you push a little bit higher for JASMY. So that is the thing that I'm going to be looking forward to here. But of course, I think we still have to acknowledge that JASMY is still sitting under a resistance, previous support, now turned resistance, which is this bar here, stretches all the way up to 1.7 cents. So yeah, this is something that is very, very big, but also we have got a conflicting idea of the 50 daily moving average. So I'm being cautiously optimistic here. I can't ignore the 50 daily moving average. At the same time, I'm seeing the resistance right there, but I think that resistance can also be broken, right? So we'll see how the whole thing eventually plays out. But also, I think we have to keep one thing in mind. If there is anything that's going to be stopping the Jasmy price, that yes, the market is already down everywhere else, but if a binary listing happens here for Jasmy, it's going to be lights out for a moment, and we can expect, you know, a minus 40% drop, a minus a 60% drop, whatever the case may be. I don't know long term how this affects the Jasmy price, but immediate short term, I'm so sure that if an announcement comes, then it's lights out for Jasmy. We'll be looking out for that because, you know, what happens usually is that the news comes after the chart has already shown that, yeah, something probably bad is going to be happening here for Jasmy. So I'm just going to be trying to look at these things in a very much objective manner and try to see how the whole thing is looking. But I mean, at least in terms of like in the indicators and stuff like that, Jasmy is still looking okay. I mean, we haven't hit like overbought territory or something like that. I think we're still pushing a little bit towards the upside here in terms of the RSI and other indicators here, like the 50 daily moving average. We're also taking a look at the EMA ribbons. You can see that actually has been support. So if we flip this one also, that's a plus. I think at this point you can already see what's happening for Jasmy, but I would say that I'm kind of getting those positive vibes once again for Jasmy as we are backtesting the 50 daily moving average. We're pushing a little bit higher. Yes, it's towards a resistance, but I mean, there's no hard written rule that you will never be able to break a resistance. So we'll see what eventually happens by there. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please help me spread the video by delicately tapping the like button, subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one. Take good care of yourselves. Bye bye.